Good afternoon, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that the Cyprus Chamber of Commerce and Industry supports and participates yet to another Economist Cyprus Summit. Unfortunately, this year's event coincides with the dreadful events taking place in our neighbourhood, which will inevitably leave their mark not only on the countries of our region, but perhaps on the global economy. It is true that the fear of a possible war expansion beyond Israel has mobilized the whole planet in an attempt to avoid a larger conflict that will certainly have an adverse impact on the entire international community. In Cyprus, we closely monitor the ongoing developments in the region with a deep sense of concern. Through multiple initiatives, we endeavour to support the pursuit of peace and security in the area, while also playing our part in alleviating the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. President Christodoulos is in constant contact with our partners in Brussels and the EU member states' decision-making centres, while he is also in communication with the leaders of our region so as to de-escalate the crisis. At the same time, the relevant authorities of the Republic of Cyprus are prepared to provide support and assistance to those who leave the war zone and come to our country. For the time being, we are unsure how things will develop. The duration and the outcome of this military conflict will undoubtedly play a decisive role in the type and scale of the impact on the Cypriot economy, which has always been vulnerable to external negative developments and events in our region. Sectors such as investment, tourism, the purchase of real estate by Israelis, and not only, may be negatively affected. In addition, if international oil prices remain at the peak of $85 per barrel, then Cyprus inflation will surge above the current 4% that is today. This will breed further consequences on the Cypriot economy, as it will increase the need for state support on citizen incomes, with destabilizing effects on the fiscal balance, a development that none of us wishes for. As you may already know, the government has recently announced supporting measures of 196 million for businesses and households against the rising cost of fuel, electricity, and interest rates. It is undeniable that this support, though, cannot continue indefinitely without impacting the finances, the public finances. Moreover, the continuation of high inflation on a global level will force central banks to keep interest rates high, with direct negative effects on Cyprus borrowers who are already reacting against these high costs. Hence, the complex potential adverse effects of the Israeli crisis on Cyprus are certainly tied to the duration of the conflict. However, there are also potential positive developments on the horizon for Cyprus. This includes the possibility of Israeli companies establishing a presence in Cyprus, a move that would undoubtedly enhance and diversify the company range within the Cyprus economy. Moreover, the prospect of families relocating from Israel to Cyprus for safety considerations could have a positive impact on various sectors, including but not limited to residential rentals, schools, food and entertainment industries, as well as the wholesale and retail trade. Faced with this turbulent political and economic environment, Cyprus is called upon to make the required adjustments on its economic model. The greatest challenge for the economy is to be able to move forward. Those are the following: the implementation of the required reforms, digital transformation on the state and the economy, the enhancement of Cyprus's tourist product and the increases of passengers to and from the airports, capitalization of new sectors such as energy, technology, innovation, health, private education, green and blue development, and sustainability, strengthening the efforts to attract foreign investors, rendering our country a regional high-quality service hub that covers a wide range of fields such as entrepreneurship, investments, health, etc. This is a great challenge for Cyprus economy, with which the Cyprus Chamber of Commerce and Industry efforts are completely aligned. We have been pursuing this new look for our economy through a series of memos and interventions. We want to see an economy that is more business-friendly, more structurally functional, less bureaucratic, and more growth-oriented on its prospects. We are confident that despite the crisis in Israel and the difficulties it brings, Cyprus will achieve its new high targets by making use of the EU's Recovery and Resilience Plan of 4.2 billion. It will be able to modernize its model and to create the basis for long-term growth. Our other positive aspects of the Cypriot economy are its healthy public finances. In 2024, surplus budget and the reduction of public debt to 85% of GDP, the preservation of unemployment to 6%, and the positive course of the sectors of tourism, real estate, commerce, and services. There are definitely concerns about the projections of a decline in the rate of GDP growth from 5.2% to between 2 and 2.25% in 2023. As the largest business representative organization, we are in the forefront of the transformation of our economy. We are in a close cooperation with the government, the parliament, the central bank, the trade unions, and all other stakeholders, pushing the Cypriot economy forward. After all this, it is no other way out if we want to have a dynamic and thriving economy that ensures a high standard of living for all the citizens of Cyprus. Therefore, Cyprus entrepreneurs will once again become the protagonists in the economy's future. We call on everyone to join forces in an effort to reorganize and modernize our economy with the aim of creating a new and more promising model for everybody. Have a good afternoon. Thank you very much.